titles the same between both of them. Start all. Should have same titles. And there it goes. Alright. So, we have a little bit of a glitch, and this apparently is coming from whoever it is that uploaded this. Let me see, because I need to reach out to them and see if they can do a few bug fixes on this mod. This is going to be Zeebleton. Okay, I'll see if I can reach out to him, because I noticed it's starting to get a little bit buggy where we're at. Because if you notice, with this map, when we go to load where we last were, it actually comes up with an inconsistency error and kicks us back to map 2 instead of progressing us where we actually were. So, the only thing I think we can do to get around it, just to make absolutely certain, I don't think if I complete this map, it's actually going to skip us ahead to map 17. I'll just see, just to be safe, just kind of sprint through everything. Just to make sure. Again, using weapons you would normally never have in this part of the level. Now, the real question is it going to warp us to map 17? Let's see. And no, it's just going to kick us to 3. So, looks like what we're going to have to do instead is we're going to have to jump back. Yes, that looks like a nice chase. I'm not a big fan of the price, but I do see it. Looks like what we're going to have to do instead is jump to map 16, the one before where we left off. And actually do this one from a pistol start instead. So, this was originally what you could consider the start of Inferno to be, because you actually don't get Hell Keep. You also don't get Slough of Despair. So this one and the next map actually took those two maps' places. So let's go ahead to get all the goodies. Let those enemies in fight. Basically just barrel take out all these guys. And the Baron is going to be the real problem here, because we don't have a lot to work with from a pistol start. Because again, the original PlayStation Doom was not designed to be done from a pistol start. You literally had no way to do it unless you just offed yourself in between levels. So let's go ahead, now that we've gotten past the sequence. Now let's hope that when we actually save this time, we'll save in the next level where it actually switches titles, and see if that doesn't glitch us out again. Again, the only reason we had to back up to this map is because the save got corrupted, because the KEX port is recognizing this as Tower of Babel instead of the map it actually is, which is Hell Gate. The good thing is we're ending up in just about the same situation as we would have been originally. This is all kills, all items, all secrets, which was none. Let's continue. Yeah, it's a little bit pricey there. And now we've got Hellkeep. Now this is what, for some people, would have been Slough of Despair, or the second map of Inferno. And I'll tell you, this one I think is much better than Slough of Despair. It's barely got any ammo to it, so you really have to rely on some infighting with this one. Barrels, gimmicks, you name it. For now, we're just going to ignore everything until we get our bearings back here, because it has been a long time since I played this one. Now, I do remember the exit is behind the yellow door. Red key's right in front of us. This one is, oh yeah, the platforming section. So let's go ahead and get the imps out of here before we trigger the trap. All of you can go. Alright, and if I remember, this map was actually designed originally by American McGee, I believe it was. So the actual authors did create these signature maps that were just in the console version. Hey, that could work. It's a lot cheaper, that's for sure. And we have not gotten one of our keys yet. We hit the switch. That opened the back section. Here it is. Alright. And of course, they spawn pinkies behind us. Thanks a lot. Rough place for pinkies like this. Alright, so now we got the red key card. Let's go ahead and put it to use. Alright, this will automatically come down for us so we can teleport over. Watch out for the Cacodemon that's attempting to blow the barrels on us. We can get the last laugh if we jump off. Be careful though, new monster closets have opened down here, as well as back here. So, even if you retreat, you run into an ambush. Alright, tomato down, there's the chain gun, which we definitely need. Get you out of here, and now let's head back up that way. Alright, so over here is going to be the blue key card. So we can finally head out that way. All these squares literally make a circle. It's so easy to get mixed up on all these random squares. Alright, here we go. Well, you know they're not just going to give it to us. Got big doors down there, doors behind us. Get ready for the mosh pit. And yes, this is 1995 PlayStation Doom, with this many monsters thrown at you for the blue key fight. Also with the original medikits with the red symbol, before the Red Cross had their fit about it. And we have no way to deal with this. And that is the one major issue of this map, is ammo. So let's get them all in fighting. There were no items and no secrets to get in this one, just monsters to get through. Also love that they throw one random hit scanner in the group. Alright, and just like that, Hellkeep done. This moves us on to everyone's favorite Pandemonium. At least my favorite. And you can already see the major differences. There's no passage to the left. Oh yes, and let's get the dramatic music queued up a little bit here. One thing the original was so good for was the dramatic and creepy music. Alright, let's just put a stop to that, to let them infight. Let's get the ammo. Let's take out the imps, who actually are not hidden behind fences this time. And this way, still have the specters in the sides. At least one side. Secret passage this way, but there's also, of course, this one that you just wrap around to. Go ahead and put a stop to this before it gets out of control. So far, pretty much the same. Just a few minor differences. Mainly the exclusion of that passageway to the left at the start. This still has the Berserk, it still has the rocket launcher, the backpack, all the goodies. And the pinkies are actually up here with you this time. So they don't have the pit trap for you to spring. And just like that, 20 kills, 4 items, 3 secrets. And we still have the Baron hiding back here. Come on, buddy. I swear, I love just how darker and grittier the original was. And this is what transitioned into what is still, to this day, my favorite Doom game. Final Doom PlayStation version. Whoa, they did something screwy with the... Yeah, that's normally not like that. So, KEX port is starting to show some of its screwiness with the PlayStation version. But as long as it still works, that's fine. Alright, so here's the infamous Baron fight on this side, and notice there is no passage down there you can go to. So, quite literally, there is no side passage. Supercharge still in the back here. And BFG still works on the Baron. Nice try, buddy. Also, you do not get invulnerability down here. In some ways, the PlayStation version can be quite a bit harder, just because of the differences in power-ups. In some ways, it can be quite a bit easier, like finding the secrets are a whole lot easier. Just because of the similar texturing. Now let's head up this way. Notice the shotgun's not in the middle. But instead you have these little side wings that come down. I'll say, so many things for shotgun soldiers to hit, and they don't hit any of them. Thanks. Completely forgot we had Berserk. There we go, get them out of here. No, not quite shooting a shadow figure, but he is hiding in the shadows, that's for sure. Also, notice how this area no longer has the fire that it does in the original. These areas are much more compact, and there is literally nothing over on this side. So no mega armor, no key, none of that side quest stuff. Just much more condensed and straightforward map. So now let's head this way. Up top, this trap is still the same. So go ahead, pull this wall down. There's our computer area map, one of our last secrets, and this one we have to pull down. Just so we can deck some pinkies right in the schnoz for the final secrets. Bring this back up, the mega armor's still there. Actually, there's the blue key. They moved it on us. Alright, because that's what we need for this room. Still flooded with imps. But not for long. Let's go ahead and get rid of the welcome crew, and we are off to the House of Pain, which was literally my favorite map for the longest time. But I will tell you, it is entirely different from what you're used to in the original. Here we go. This is not even to resemble the same map for a while here. Again, this unofficial secret is much more obvious in the console version. This is still the same, although the cacodemons are much better protected, at least the one on the side is. These two can just take a hike. Tomato sandwiches for everyone. They're also not in a random fiery pit, which is also hilarious. Alright, unfortunately we got you all sneaking around back here. Let's go ahead, not teleport. Just get us some rockets. Scary faces on the wall. That must have been a minute ago because I don't see any faces. Now yes, we can shortcut the ambush by doing this one first, which is still the secret. Ooh boy. Ooh, we knew we were gonna do it. Over here, buddy. Okay. That time we got the angle right. And then we can spring this trap ourselves. Got it. Alright. Lost Soul, beat it, buddy. We got the goodies, and we are on our way. Yes, because I can't stare at the phone at the same time. I'm trying to keep an eye down there. Alright, now this automatically teleports you past the Crusher sequence. So there is no way to get invuln when you do this crazy trick to get the blue key. And vamoose. Go ahead and trigger all sorts of chaos. We'll be over here with pretty much no ammo. Typical. And it shouldn't be as typical as it is. There, you all fight it out. We're going back this... Well, we're apparently just gonna sit here and cry about it. Alright, luckily we did get Berserk somewhere. This works. Just keep swinging. Whatever you do, just keep swinging. There we go. Alright, Pinky's out. Now we're turning the tables on. Beat it. You two. And you. Bring your friends. Bring your family. Everyone gets to go in the meat grinder today. Literally everyone. Alright. Now we're getting this ammo situation turned back around. Catch your breath, and let's keep it going. Yes, we love tomato sandwiches. At least you do. I know for sure you do. As for us, this one's getting juiced. Because we need our V8. We missed out this morning. It was our fault. And Baron, he's just here to show off his muscles, apparently. show us how much more we could be working out. But eventually he'll go down. He'll just get tired of walking in circles. There we go. Alright, imps. Out here. Thank you. Alright, so it's not this one that's the trap, it's this one. So let's make sure we got energy cells before we go into it. Go ahead, spring the tomato, pin him into the corner, out of here. Pop the door back open, and we are on our way. Alright, all good. Now let's see what's different over in this section of the world. And you know, the funny thing is, when I used to play this on PlayStation way back in the day, I never used to come this way. I would just go straight toward the exit. So I don't even think I remember what's over here. I mean, I know in the original what it is, but... so far it's looking pretty much the same as the PC version. Just unadulterated congestion. And somehow the cacodemons right around the corner don't hear us, which always amazes me. This time they finally woke up. But again, still need that V8. Slap yourself if you haven't had one today. Alright, so we are good here. Let's keep it moving. Into this trap, get the barrels out of the way. Go ahead and spring some specters on ourselves, or pinkies on ourselves. And here we can load up on ammo we definitely need. Will you stop that? Alright, so far so good. This way. Out of here. We will take that BFG with pride. And then we'll use it right here. If our Baron Overlord is still there, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, there he comes. Alright, let's go. Right in the kisser. So let's get the items. Let's get the supercharge. And the red skull key over here. Now let's go back this way. Oh, it does force you to go this way. Apparently, I completely forget this map on PlayStation. Okay, you're getting a little close there, Pinkies. Just a little. And you... you. Apparently don't mind, but you probably should. We're moving... I always thought this double door thing was so dumb. Alright, this area is entirely different as well. Get ready, we are now in the Thunderdome. Forget the switch puzzle, forget all the lava stuff. You don't need to do all that in the PlayStation version. All you have to do is just climb the stairs, get the key, hit the door, and you can't hit the door because these guys pop up behind you. It's a trap. It always was. There was invuln just in case we for some reason needed it at the very end. And door is not opening again. Thank you, KEX ports. Me and Zeblitz are definitely to have to tell Zeblitz about this. Because there's quite a few things not working correctly still. But you should be opening. So we will get through you. There. I don't know what... actually, it won't even open from either side, so that is one error we'll have to report. But anyway, that one's done 100%. On to what has recently become one of my favorite maps. Let's see how PlayStation version was different. We still have the bodies to the left, the green in the middle, the red on the right. Here we go. So as always, go with the green in the middle because they connect. The red is red for a reason. And start the teleporting shenanigans. This opening area, actually, it gives you more room to move. And these are still secrets. However, this time, we don't have the icon of sin. And this is because I don't think the icon of sin is even used in the PlayStation version. The asset for it. So in other words, we have a body, or we have the Baron. In this case, it's the Baron we go to the left of. This area is the same. Except seemingly even more pinkies. Go ahead and deal with this little mosh pit. Get the Berserk, which we'll definitely need right here as we plow our way through all of this. Knock knock, lost soul. We have a secret to tell you. We can't tell you what it is, though. Alright, now that inconvenience is out of the way, continue on this way. Let's open a new passage. Now we have a random pinky made over here. And we did not get a new passage. So, back here, to the right this time. And you, out of here. Let's go ahead and spring the... You notice this time the wall doesn't open back here because there is no secret here that overlooks the pool. And reason for that is this area is just a little bit different. What's out here? In between the two for the suit, that's still there. Now that's all dealt with, let's go ahead through the teleporter to open a new block of enemies. This time guarding the yellow skull key. And if you remember, there is a yellow section of the wall that had a secret message by it that you could open up before for supercharge, and I do not believe that it is in this version. I believe that is only on the PC. Checking just in case, because the writing's not on the wall. And it is not in this version. Because you notice the secret count is quite a bit different. Normally it's 10 secrets in this map. And this area is outside instead of indoors. So shadow figures down. Let's wrangle up some souls of the fiery abyss. And you all out of here. Notice also, these are not crushers. Blue skull key. Chain gun. Over here to unlock our secrets in the back. Specifically the rocket launcher. Oh yes, this area is absolutely gloomy. This is the Unholy Cathedral, which definitely is on point. Baron's still here to greet you on your way out. Though I will argue, this iteration of it actually does look more like a cathedral. We actually can't backtrack there. Have to go this way instead. And this time, this way to run into our tomatoes. And pinkies. And more tomatoes. And more stuff. I mean, heck, we got the whole smorgasbord over here. Tomatoes and ham. Alright, now that all of that's out of the way, let's keep going. Now we finally get some rockets and can just firebomb this room before it becomes anything. Get ourselves a plasma rifle and we are good to go. Beat it, you guys. Thank you. Let's switch our way out of here. Also, you notice we don't have the faces this time. We just have the scrolling corpses instead. Oh yeah, we didn't clear this one out. Alright. Still, we can do this secret that's on the side with the Lost Souls still in the back. However, there's no light amplification visor this time, because I don't think there's a single light amplification visor anywhere in PlayStation Doom. Alright, so now we got the blue key. That's the main one we need. Let's try and trigger the other two areas to open to finish off our secrets. So we just have to take whatever teleporters we've not already taken to activate the other two. So, did we do this one? That one took us back. What about this time over here? And we take this one. Okay, there's another chamber open. This time we get invuln just for the heck of it. And now we've got just one more teleporter to trigger. And that was not our portal. Let's get back to Frontier. Over this time. Right over the lava pit. And it's either this one or it's this one. Let's try it. It was not that one. Oh, what in the world is going on with this version incompatibility found? You know, they did that to us twice now. Well, here. If they want to do that to us, then we will simply do this. It is actually called Unholy Cathedral, so I have no idea why it had an issue. Let me try something real quick. Save and then reload. Yep. So that's the problem. You can't load. So that definitely has to be reported. That's okay. We'll just have to do it without saving the rest of the way, which should not be a problem. Let's get back to it. At this point, I'm just going to speed run the thing because if you remember, I already showed how to do the UV speed to this map, where you can literally do it in seconds. So basically, just go in the middle, trigger this, go ahead and get invuln just to be safe. Just navigate our way through whatever this is. Okay. Over here to get the blue key. Again, you can just ignore everything, punch your way through things, doesn't matter which. There's our blue key. Again, out of the way, you all, we're in a hurry. Teleport back, and this time go this way. And there's our blue key door. Oh my gosh, this thing is so bugged. so bugged. What in the world? The floor, like, we got pushed under the floor somehow. That's amazing. Okay, where we need to be is right here. Nope, 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 not there. Wow. Wow, there's so many bugs in this. Yeah, literally, the wall, like, caved in on the floor somehow. That's a new one. I actually don't even know where to hit the exit at. Because it should be right here. Oh my gosh, this is wild. Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely ask him to get this fixed. Well, put it this way. We know how the map normally ends. Let's just bypass whatever the heck happened there. Get ourselves onto Mount Erebus. This time without the fire blue. Yes, this map looks entirely different. Oh yeah, I love the map, but daggone the glitches. And the reason it happened is because they uploaded the PlayStation version of it onto the newly updated KEX port. And there's just some things that don't translate straight from one to the other. So it's still got a few bugs to work out in it, but that's alright. Alright, so now this area is done, and you notice this area is much more condensed than it normally is. Mount Erebus was a much smaller map in the original. And also, these guys, you could clearly see they weren't hidden like they are in the PC version. So far so good, at least on these maps. Alright, so there's our Berserk. There's our secret with the candle. And the other one. And notice this time it actually teleports you over here. Because the entire layout's been changed. Go ahead and take out the shotgun soldier. Notice back here is the yellow key card. And we still get the radiation suit right there. Hey, at least this one's working correctly. Alright, so this actually takes us to the Y-shaped building where we normally get the key. And if we punch our way to the back, there's going to be the same switch to let us out. And if we go to the other side of the Y, you'll notice that the blue skull key is in the same spot. Switch to let ourselves back out. Here's this famous trap, again without the skulls. And now the cacodemons are finally making their way over. This trap still exists, and still gives us involvement. And we have Berserk. You all can't hit us. So let's juice us some tomatoes while we're here. Smack, smack. You know you've not had, your day has not been fulfilled unless you've smacked a tomato. No, I'm not. Because I went back to sleep for like 2 hours. Alright, Shotgun Soldier out of here. Let's go ahead, get all the goodies, and let's head on. Supercharge. And again, that damaging lava never gets easier. But what we're looking for now is the original fire blue building, which is this one. It's actually hard to recognize it without the fire blue. Also, this is a nasty close range fight with the Baron. Especially with us not having any big guns to fight him with right now. Normally we would have the BFG and everything, could just one-shot him. Make sure all of it's cleared out, both directions. And no one's trying to sneak around us. And also, notice we can't just jump out the back of it because there's no window. So this room is secure. There's only 4 enemies left. So let's bring it around this way. And we still have this area to do as we pin ourselves into a corner against 2 specters. Or as you like to call them, shadow figures, which I am 100% for. And on the right side, we get the shotgun shells. On the other side, we get the secret and the plasma rifle. So just like that, we've got all secrets, we've got all but 1 item, and 2 kills left. Let's go. And let's see, I think the exit is over here. Yes. It's bizarre how different things look when you don't have the fire blue areas guiding you. Oh, this again, are you kidding me? Okay, we cannot do this, buddy. Zeebles, we have got to have a talk about this. There's the exit. We can vaguely see it. There it is. Literally, the wall came down underneath it. What in the world is happening? Now we're in the wall. Holy cow. We can't exit teleport because we're literally on the teleporter. This is unbelievable. Well, we might be able to pull it off here. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. I think we can do it like this. Wow, I honestly think this is the first time I've seen this kind of glitch ever in the KEX port. I don't know that I've seen walls literally closing on top of you when you're trying to get places, but you can see the upper texture right there. That's literally a solid wall. And yep, because we're on the teleporter, we can't get off and then back on the teleporter. Frustrating. But we beat it. Unimaginable. Thankfully, there wasn't too much left to go with it. Heaven help us on this one, starting from a pistol start. Especially with all the pinkies. I know, it is the craziest glitch I've ever seen. And this is a rough map to pistol start. Mainly because of all the pinkies. But we'll get there. We'll just have 2 tomatoes following us around the map. I'm like afraid to press anything that moves. Because there's a chance it might move on top of our heads. And the funny thing is, everything worked good until we got to Inferno. Once we got to Inferno, that's when the glitches started happening. But we are making the most of it. We just forwarded them from pistol starts. We are moving forward, and this is the infamous Limbo, which actually does not have that many enemies. It's just the way they're arranged. It feels like there's a lot more enemies than there are, because they follow you all throughout the map, because you usually don't have enough ammo to deal with them. Go ahead, sneak us a backpack, and we are off to the races. Oh my gosh, no, this is just entirely broken. We have like glitched the entire planet of all existence, because now somehow we can't even open doors. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Alright, let's head this way. And in the console version, yes, the BFG is still back here, which can help us settle the score with some of these tomatoes. But unfortunately, we only have enough for one blast, so let's make it count, and do it when we open this secret. Get the mega armor, let's scoot out of there, deal with all this. Get the rocket launcher, and keep it moving. Tomatoes, burn! You too, buddy. Thanks. I knew you were a pal. And this is just a nuisance. Hey, Tomatoes, maybe find something better to do with your time than block up the hallway. I know, if it's not the walls caving in on us, it's the doors not opening. And you know, the amazing thing is, we didn't have one single issue yesterday with it. But, you know, you just improvise, because like you can see, the doors don't open, even though we have the key. It's like it doesn't register that you have the key. And these cacodemons can actually move out of position, the originals could not. Come on. You know you want to. You know you got it in you. There's a reason you don't see too many people pistoling cacodemons. But we got it. Let's get the suits. Let's go to the left. Yes, the shotgun. Keep it moving. All the way till we get to the switch. And let's pray the switch actually works. Why did I expect it to? What? There. So, I think I get what's happening. I think what's happening is it doesn't register that we have keys. So it's acting as if we don't actually have the blue and red key. Well, considering the job still hasn't contacted us about anything yet, it's still all up in the air. So again, it's acting as if we don't have the key, so you just have to skip through until we get this patched. Hit the switch, and there's our resident Baron. I mean, if they're going to give us cells, we'll have fun with it. Hit that switch, raise our lift. Now we're over here. Go ahead and get the secrets for the plasma rifle. Take them out. Cross the way. And actually, the lost souls are free to roam back here. Let's just put a stop to that. You see what I see? Okay, I'm starting... I was starting to think I'm going crazy over here. Yeah, because over here, something moved out of position. Right here. And again, it's good we have this document. The floor actually raised, blocking our escape. Well, forget you, random floor. Might as well keep it till we get out the door, too, there. This is like turned into Glitch-a-mania, or Botch-a-mania over here. Alright, now which one is it? I believe it is. Alright, go ahead if Pup needs to go. I always get these two backwards, I think... Oh my gosh. So now when I step on it, it comes even taller. Great. Alright. Look at this, it's like the floor is just raising completely out of position. And this one will give us the yellow key. We're still showcasing this map the way it's supposed to be. Just imagine doing all this without all the no clipping. And there's the yellow key, like normal. So far this area is pretty much the same. And over here. Nope, got it backwards. It is, which one next? It is the one in the very back corner, I think. Pretty sure it's the one in the very back corner. I always get mixed up. Whoa, you know what I just realized? The floor actually raised all throughout the map. So that's what's happening. When you get near the exit, the floor's actually raising. Making certain areas completely impassable. I mean, there's ways around everything, but it is quite bizarre. Like I said, it's definitely a unique glitch I've never seen before. I mean, look at that. It, like, completely sealed this area up. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the sky falls next. I kind of feel like that's the next thing to happen. Alright, now we're here. Now we got a yellow door that we can't get in because the floor moved. But we can hit the switch. And you know what? Just forget it. We'll just jump through the wall to get over here because I know that's going to be messed up. And there. This area is the same, but again, the dang floor has everything jumbled up. Now we got in, and now we... Oh my gosh, just shoot me. Now we got in, now you can't exit because the floor moved. Wow. Wow, wow. But that actually leads us on to the last map, thankfully. And it is not this one. This is actually the secret map that comes after spawning bats. Let me get you the actual last one, which is why we got this. Right here. At least this one works correctly. Now, the map that's supposed to follow Limbo is... What? The Infernal Palace? I don't... Wait a second. Wait a second. This one has it. As you can see, there's so many different versions of this out here. No, there is no disc in the original PlayStation version. So I'm not sure what this mod is, but that is definitely not the right mod. Which one do we have that showcases it? I think it's PSX Doom. Nope. Aha. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Alright, this is the final map of Inferno. This is definitely not Dis. And we do get the creepy Aubrey Hodgkins music for this one. And thankfully this one actually is working correctly. Except for some reason we have black gloves. They're giving us the Doom Zero treatment. Alright, so Berserk Punch our way out of this. Also don't know why the shotgun soldiers look like us, but that's fine. I don't care as long as the map works. So let's go ahead to switch to raise some stairs. Over here. Let's work our way around the crate maze. And we can see the Baron hiding out in the corner back here. I love that they literally pin you in very tight quarters with them back here. Almost. Now this one actually does load correctly. Perfect. Come on, bait. You can do it. Just don't go within slapping range. Alright, that shotgun soldier's causing problems. We need to back the... We need to not get punched in the throat by the Baron. No high fives, buddy. No high fives today. There we go. Now we got the transition. Now we should have it. There. Got it. That brings down the blue skull key. Hit the switch. Now we can teleport over, bring us back over this direction. We can lower this, which also opens a passage back here for the supercharge and secret number 1. This area is so rough. Close quarters with the tomatoes, the imps, the exploding barrels, and not a whole lot of extra ammo to go around. Because shotgun's all we have at the moment. There. Now we can hop over, get our backpack. And we have the blue key card, which goes right here. Shotgun soldiers can help us out with the pinkies. I love whoever did put this one together, literally gave them helmets. Made them look like motorcyclists. They're biker soldiers. This area is... Now you can see why they made this the finale of Inferno. This actually seems a lot more worth it than Dis does. There we go, get that taken care of. Go ahead and get the imps out of here. Just like that. Got it. Whew. Alright, enough of that. Let's keep it moving. Go ahead if you need to, hun. We're over here getting all the goodies. Let's go this way, take out the imps. As we make our way down. There's our secret with the definite texture out of place. And back here, this time the secret just leads you to more ambushes. But eventually, we hit a switch, and we get inside the cage to get some rockets. Another switch, which raised some stairs. And what did the stairs do? Did they somehow get us to that supercharge? They might have. A4 kills, 11 items, 1 secret. Head down here to the maze. You saw the switch that's hidden on the back side. Let's go ahead and smack that. Deal with some more angry tomatoes. Notice we are still getting crossfire from the shotgun soldier. Hit the switch to bring this down so we can get all the way up. That's where the hit scanner was, over there. And we still can't make it to the red key yet. So let's bring him down, deal with it, and move it forward. One more switch. Now let's do it. As you can see, the lift is much taller now. Red skull key. And let's go ahead back to our secret area over to the right. Double check our map here, which is usually not that telling of things. Now we have the supercharge that's right over on that wall. We get to it some other way, definitely not through here, and not through any of these walls. So let's go ahead and put that red key to use. Alright, and just look at all those barons up on the hill. They are quite ridiculous. Because again, this is Ultimate Doom without all the SSG and those kind of assets. Go ahead and take them out. At this point, they expect you to have all weapons, because this is technically the last map of the Inferno. But we had to pistol start it, so no such luck. We're gonna have to get creative. Zerk Fist at the Ray. Just go to town, at least get one of them out of here. Now let's try and ruin some Baron's days. We can go over here for the environment suit, just to get us more mobile. Just keep an eye on our Tower of Barons, because they can get quite tricky. Easy to fall into a rhythm and then get whacked by one of the arrows you're not paying attention to. Last one. And we have right there. Right there. Gone. Alright. Now that's dealt with, let's go ahead and get the yellow skull key. All the way. There we go. That would also open the doorway in the back. With yet another Baron. And a whole bunch of specters who are unfortunately not fighting them. I don't mind to berserk punch out the specters, that's not a problem. But that Baron, we'd really like to go down. There. Let's get to it. So far, so good. We actually triggered the trap before we got past there. Normally, these enemies would be teleporting behind you. You can actually see it when we do it like that. Let's go ahead and get the whole gang together. As you can see, that just lets us get some breathing room on all this. Get even more rockets, which still is not that helpful without the rocket launcher. Tag a Baron. As well as a whole bunch of shotgun soldiers holed up in there. And again, as you can see, this map is definitely, in my opinion, much more deserving as the final map of Inferno. Way more than this. Now we hopped over this way. Go ahead and punch our way through his switch. Go mess with the Baron a little bit, since we kind of got him stuck. Thanks for your assist there, Tomato. We will absolutely forget it as we move on. And there's the rocket launcher up there. Sound up. Always so satisfying when you get that good quality jib. Knew that. Good grief with the walls we're shooting here. Yikes. I always say, if there's a way for us to hit ourselves in the face with the rocket launcher, it'll happen guaranteed every single time, without fail. Over this way, let's get the mega armor. Let's head back. We actually did not trigger this wall to lower because we didn't go close enough to it. So we'll have to go do that. Just get in the corner. Round here. Alright, rocket to the rescue since they gave us a bazillion rockets to work with. Let's get the health, let's get the ammo, let's bomb a Baron. Now we can lower this wall. So far so good. Let's go ahead and trick out all this ambush. Tomatoes and shotgun soldiers. We also have a Spectre randomly hiding out up there. And now you can head up there for the supercharge. Head into the yellow section. One Spectre down, and 2 Spectres down. 3 Barons blocking the way. Go ahead and take the Spectres out. Plenty of ammo to work with here. Let's see, I don't think we can make that hop. That's a little bit too tall. So, Baron fight it is. I'm perfectly fine making you all try and thread the needle through here. Keeps us hitting them close range. Just treat them like archviles. Just keep ducking around the pillar. And all should be well. Got it. We've got it. Now let's get the Spectres out of here. And this area is secure. Let's go over. Let's hit a switch. That'll open a new passage right here. That takes us on top in the cage. Teleport over to a door. There is our exit from the original series. So that, in my opinion, is absolutely how you bring an end to the original Inferno maps. If I pull this up for Console Doom, just get my bearings here of our maps. PSX Doom. Yes, PlayStation 1995. That's it. And we go levels. Now the way this works is we went through Limbo. Actually, we did that map a little bit early. We were supposed to do Tower of Babel. So let me keep looking and try to find a more cohesive version of this. Because as you can see, it has been a bit of a show trying to piece this together. The original console Doom, which has been really good for the most part, just kind of crapped out on us once we got to a certain point. Because, for instance, the Tower of Babel, which actually comes after Limbo, is not the Tower of Babel, but Hell's Gate. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more digging and try to find another version of it. This is PC Doom style of PSX. That's not really what we care about. This one, however, does it capture it correctly? Let's see. No, this one looks the same as the PC version, because the PlayStation version is considerably different than this. So I'll have to do some digging to find the rest of the series that we can play off of. Obviously, there are more signature maps that we can absolutely showcase, thanks to this WAD that is PlayStation and Atari Jaguar levels. This is where we just played the Twilight Descends. However, in the original PlayStation Doom, we're also going to run into the Marshes, which is the secret level, which is basically a fight with the Cyberdemon. Thresholds of Pain, which is actually the very next episode. And then it jumps into Doom 2 maps. Yes, the original PlayStation 1995 version of Doom included both Doom 1 and Doom 2. This, of course, being the final map of the original Doom, before jumping to Doom 2. This is Threshold of Pain. As you can see, it definitely starts you out that way. $121 kills, 2 secrets for this one. As you can see, this area is absolutely no joke. It will absolutely drop you lightning quick. And honestly, the best thing to do is just to get away from all the teleporting traps. Get yourself some space and then deal with the herd. Because the problem is, none of these enemies drop ammo. Except for the random shotgun soldiers that are hiding in here. Make sure to prioritize the hit scanners on the way through. And yes, you absolutely see that pain elemental correctly in the original PlayStation Doom. Because this is when the map actually segues between Doom 1 and Doom 2. Because the very next map is entryway from Doom 2. Alright, now that's dealt with, keep it moving. Now that's dealt with, keep going. Down various spiral paths, run to Hell Knight right there, As you can see, this is absolutely where the game starts transitioning between Doom 1 and Doom 2. The lines start getting blurred between the two. Now that's taken care of. Let's go back, get the Berserk. Now we're in a much better position. Just punch everything. Ooh, almost got. Some days we hit him, and some days RNG just hates us. Like the Ram Lost Soul that just kind of materialized back there. I love how it's just like, yeah, I hear you. There's our infamous 1 HP, but this time we doubled it. Showed them wrong. Just like we're showing the meatballs wrong. I mean, come on, the map is literally not called the Threshold of Pain for no reason. You knew pain elements were going to be involved. Well, as soon as this area settles down, we can actually make our way across. Try to juke out the Lost Souls over here. Alright, get across all the way. Right into the arms of a Baron and Hell Knight. Just bypass that so we can get the plasma rifle. And much needed health. Finally, do something about these ridiculous Lost Souls. Get the rockets, keep moving. Love the sentiment, guys, but we can't have any snipers. That just wouldn't be too fitting of our situation. Swear, the blur sphere can be a curse when it comes to projectile users. Alright, now that way we can't go. Over here you can fall in the hole to take a shortcut back. Notice how they're literally going to throw you face first into a Baron, so be careful. Back up top. Back across. This time away from the Baron. And let's smoke them. Right when we did it too. Go on, Baron, just get out of the doorway. There. Again, the infamous Aubrey Hodges tracks, which make everything so much more spooky. Alright, now that all this shenanigans is dealt with, let's go ahead, clear up the last of the Hell Knights, and we can move on. Perfect. Up this way. Back out. This time for the rocket ammo. Check our map, which is quite crazy with this one. Go ahead and jump down the pit. And this time, let's go this way and up. Now again, just imagine if we did get a map like this instead of getting this at the end of Inferno. It would actually feel like a proper final map. Go ahead and get Pain Elemental, I've lost count at this point out of here. And as Lost Souls, same as Spectre. They are guarding a teleporter. But also, there's another path that is the back side of the Imps with the Supercharge. And it also springs the Pinky Trap behind you. Go ahead and get those goodies. Let's get ready to teleport. And that basically puts us on top of the Supercharge, essentially rendering this entire region complete. Still no keys, surprisingly enough. Go ahead and finally deal with the Hell Knight trapped behind the bars. They did a good job of locking him up. They just didn't do a good job of him not attacking while on lockdown. And we are hearing these pinkies like they are literally right on top of us. Let's go ahead. And you can see at the top of the lift here is the blue skull key. And that area where the blue skull key is way down in the corner behind us. This area you have to have the red key for, because it literally just spits you back out over here. Now we're over here. It doesn't give us any actual advantage. That area is its own region. That connects further back. Now where the blue key is way back down there. You can actually see it vaguely in the back there. So the question is, which path here are we missing? Let's see, this was the ammo closet behind us for the Hell Knights. That's what's been growling as. And we got him. Boom, just like that. Let's keep it moving. Well, in this case, the obvious lift was not so obvious. But the computer area map will absolutely come in handy for us to find where those extra passages are. So we can see down here. Let's see, this area opens somehow, might be a monster closet. If we can't legitimately open it here. So that'll get sprung later time. Go back to the main section up here. This puts us in this room, which we cannot access until we have the red keycard. And right now I'm coming up completely blank on how to get over there. Oh, it just snuck around the back. Okay, never mind. Let's keep it moving. Imps out of the way. Now we're back behind the wall, so we can get the red skull key. Get even more rockets for a launcher we don't have. Now the red key is going to be the one that's over here. And straight across. There's the red key door. Keep it moving. And you can see the Pandemonium up ahead. Go ahead and deck the lost souls that aren't involved in any of this. Get our plasma ray. And let's go nuts. Almost. Back over this way, we can see our Hell Knights on the other side of the fence. There's our blue key door. And way too many barons. going, keep going. Almost got him. Oh, come on. Right at the doorway, too. Go ahead, there's your cell packs. Take the fight to Barons and Hell Knights. As you can see, it's just green fire going everywhere. Over here we got a switch. Opens a completely new section. But more importantly, we finally get the rocket launcher. And now things become much easier. Alright, let's go give him heck. And sniping from this room. All of you all beat it. We are going around over here, hitting the switch again. Getting our rocket ammo over here. Supercharge off the side. Let's get even more rocket ammo. You know it's something good if they're giving you this much. And here it comes. A little bit of Hell Knight slaughter for the original PlayStation. Love it. Go ahead, hit that. Head back to the top of the stairs, and there is the blue skull key. We have to go that way because there's no other way out. New area opened. And this teleports us to where the mega sphere is. This time, let's go back around the corner. That is very cleverly hidden. Once we get to the back, we want to go... Aha. It's from the jump. We have to make the jump to get over there. Unless they just give us stairs to it now, they don't. Can't be that courteous. So basically up and over. Right here. That'll put us back outside in the red area. Which we need because that connects to the blue area in the back corner. Now we get the teleporter. Now we're right in the thick of it. Seriously, what better way can you possibly think of to end off Ultimate Doom in 1995? This is what you call an actual finale for Inferno. And you notice we actually get the star pentagram shape at the end too. Just like how Dis was going for the whole shuriken look. Go ahead and deal with all the angry lost souls. Back around the corner, just get all the armor bonuses. Now that's taken care of, just go ahead, keep getting items, each rung, as we still find new lost souls to come after us. But in this case, we're not worried about it. We have all kills, we have all secrets, and this, the finale of Ultimate Doom, is in the bag. Again, like I mentioned, this would bring you to the typical start of Doom 2. Entryway is actually the next map. But with that said, for now, thanks for joining, everyone, and we will see you back in the next one, when we finally continue on our progress with Speed of Doom, as I try and find a better compilation to string all these PlayStation Doom maps together, since we had so many glitch issues with the one. And you can see even this one's not entirely flawless. Look at those waves. Like we're riding the ocean here. This is actually the final map of PlayStation 1995's Doom. And it was literally hashing it out with a bunch of barons, and then you got, I think it was 2 Spire Masterminds at the end as well. Just sneak into the middle to get some of that as well. And yep, here come the Spire Demons. We literally could have just waited them out. But as you can see, this is actually the final map of PlayStation 1995 Doom. And oh, the memories. As we get Spire Mamas infighting with the Barons. We'll just hide behind her to make sure she gets hit. And just like that, the original PlayStation Doom is in the bag. That opens your portal out of here. Boom, just like that. I think it was a really genius way to incorporate sort of how, like you see in the opening here, they set it up like the Icon of Sin fight. But you don't have that in the original console. So you get this instead. Basically an all-out brawl with Barons, Spire Masterminds. You can get them to infight. Really fun, especially with the moving platforms all throughout the battlefield. But again, such an iconic piece of history. And I wish we could get just one cohesive WAD that captures all of it. We had one that got all the way up to Inferno, but then it kind of dropped us off a cliff with all the glitches, and didn't include the second half of it. So, we'll continue to wait for that, but hopefully this showcased a lot of the maps that you may have never seen before, if you had only played the computer version. especially with the finale to Ultimate Doom and the finale to the entire PlayStation Doom 1995. So with that said, thanks for joining. Make sure, like, share, comment.